And they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
And that one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Allen looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. On first down, Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to get passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's whole bump on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX, I'm the Baltimore that landed in France. Basic shows, y'all in Germany, involved in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the monkey pass, homie, I ain't walking there, Brody. In New York, hooked it up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to my
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
Alert, alert, alert!
Allen on third down. Has his man. It stops. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish off their opening drive. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? You feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This game up. They're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Goff on third. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's caught at the 25. This gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, it's Gibbs. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
180.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions break the tie here in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. The Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bill 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Let's take this at the 10. He's brought down just inside the 25. empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. It's Allen. He's going to push one deep down the right. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there. The kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Second down. Allen throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt they'd pick it up anyway if we weren't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
We've got a man in motion.